Hi everyone, welcome to Evie's Toy House. Today we're going to make customs inspired by Five Nights at Freddy's. I've actually never made FNAF customs before, mostly because I thought they were kind of scary. But today I thought it would be a lot of fun to do Five Nights at Freddy's inspired ponies. Here I have Verity both as a pony and as an Equestria girl. And we're going to give them the puppet treatment. So we're going to keep their hair because we still want them to look like Verity, but we will paint their faces and body in the style of the puppet. So who do you think is going to look better as the puppet? Before we start, if you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. I really appreciate all of my fans. Enjoy reading your comments. Alright, let's get started. We're going to start with Verity the pony. And so the first thing we're going to do is paint the body completely black. We're going to try not to paint the head, and I've already gone ahead and covered up the mane and tail just so that it won't get any paint on it. So now the body has dried. What I did was add 2 layers of Mod Podge so that it gives it a nice thick coat that I can paint my white over. Otherwise the white would seep into the black and disappear. So this way the white would stand out a little bit more. I'm going to use my white paint and paint white stripes around the legs. I'm going to try to make it as straight as possible. So I'm making some mistakes here, but we can always go back with black and fix the lines. Next, with my dotting tool, I'm going to add 3 buttons. Now we're ready for the face. So for the eyes, we're going to paint it completely black. We're going to leave the lashes and also the eyeshadow. Now using purple, we're going to draw a line going down from where the eyes are. And we're also going to add a red circle on the cheek. And for the mouth, we're actually going to paint a little bit of red up here. So a little bit of red down here. But we're going to fill in the inside with black. For Verity's body, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to paint the entire body, including the skirt, black. Using white, we're going to add stripes on the forearms and also on the calves. For Verity's face, we're going to start by removing the smile because we're going to redraw it. So I have some acetone here and we're just going to wipe it off. And we're also going to take off her cutie mark. Right, now comes the fun part. We're gonna paint the eyes black. I'm actually gonna keep her eyeshadow so it looks, so it still looks like Verity. And I also want to redo her brows so that they are black. Now I'm going to paint a purple stripe coming down from her eyes. Okay, now I'm going to take off the tape and hopefully don't have too much to clean up. A lot of times the paint gets under the tape and then we'll have to erase it. But since we're using acrylic paint, this should be pretty easy to clean up. Not too bad. Now on the cheeks, I'm going to add a red circle on each of the cheeks. So I'm just going to use my dotting tool and then add them right under the eyes. And now for the mouth, we're also going to make a red mouth. I'm going to draw a thin line through it for a smile. And the last thing we're going to do is to add 3 big buttons on the chest. Alright everyone, so we are done. So this was actually a really fast project. We just used a lot of black and a lot of white. So here is Verity as an Equestria girl puppet. So I'm really happy that I kept her hair because she still looks like Verity, but she has this kind of a scary kind of puppet look to her. And of course her eyes are completely black, but we still have her eyeshadow. Down here we have the markings on her face, 2 purple stripes going down from her eyes, and also the red dots or the little blush on her cheek and also her lips. Her outfit is really simple. It's completely black with white stripes and some buttons. And here we have Verity as a pony puppet. So she looks a little bit scary as a pony puppet, maybe because her eyes are so big and now they're completely black. So she has these big black eyes, the purple stripes that go down her cheeks, and of course her little red dots. And her body is completely black with the white stripes on her legs and the 3 buttons. And of course we kept her hair so it adds a little pop of color. So let me know down below in the comment section who you like better. Do you like Verity as an Equestria girl puppet, or do you like Verity as a pony puppet? Let me know down below in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Hi everyone, welcome to Evie's Toy House. Today we're going to be making a brand new custom. We have Twilight Sparkle here, and we're going to transform her into Ballora from Five Nights at Freddy's. I recently made the puppet using Verity, and she turned out really cute. Have you seen that video? If you have, comment below. I watched it. And if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so that you'll be notified when my customs are out. Today we have Twilight Sparkle, and we're using the Switch and Mix Fashions figure because her outfit completely comes off. So as you can see here, we can take off her skirt, we can take off her top, and even her shoes. So I think she'll be a really great figure for Ballora. Actually, her hair even comes off, and this is the wig that I chose for her. This one has her hair tied up on top of her head, very similar to Ballora. Alright, so let's get started. For this custom, I still want her to be recognizable as Twilight Sparkle, so I am going to keep her bangs. However, I'm going to take off these 2 strands on the side just to give it a more clean edge. So let's go ahead and do that using an X-Acto knife. And since this one is actually a wig, it's actually a little bit easier if I just take it off and cut it. There we go. Much cleaner. We're not going to change the color of Twilight's hair, however I want to put some beads on top of her bun. The next thing we're going to do is repaint her body. I'm going to be using lavender blush. So I'm not really liking having her toes showing, so what I'm going to do is take a little piece of air dry clay and we're going to put it right on the bottom where her toes are and blend it into her legs. And I know I should have done this earlier, but I didn't notice the toes until I started painting. So we're going to put the covers on and then we're going to repaint it. Now using lavender, I'm going to paint a few blocks of color on her body. This is going to be around her thighs, a little bit around her knee, and also her arms and elbows. Next, we're going to paint parts of her outfit blue. Using the same blue, we're also going to paint on her ballerina shoes. Now to add some details, we're going to add 2 little pom-poms to the top of her shoes. Using black, we're going to add a few more details to her body. For the skirt, I'm going to use one of Twilight's old skirts, and we're going to paint this one purple. Then I'm going to paint the edges lavender. On the very bottom, we're going to glue some yellow pom-poms made out of clay. For our face, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to paint it with a layer of this light purple color. Next, we're going to draw a black line straight down the middle of the face. We're also going to do another line straight across the eyes. Now using blue, we're going to draw in her eyes. So her eyes are going to be oval shaped and they're going to be closed. Next, using black, we're going to draw in her eyelashes. And starting with black, we're going to draw in her mouth. Over the black, using magenta, we're going to paint in her lips. And using blue, we're going to draw in her eyebrows. So these are going to be a little bit rectangular. Using magenta, we're going to add 2 circles on her cheeks. Alright everyone, so my Twilight Ballora is done. What do you guys think? So she was a lot of fun to make. I've never made a custom quite like this one. I was afraid at first that she might turn out too scary, but after she's done, I think she looks okay. I don't think she's that scary at all. So here is an up-close look at her face. Of course, her eyes are closed and got these long lashes. And her face is divided into sections by these black lines. And so that you can see that her lips are actually split in half. Up here is her hair, and so we didn't change Twilight's hair much. We only cut off these 2 little strands on the side, and we added some beads. And of course we also added some earrings. Here is her body. So her body is actually fun to make. It is kind of robotic, so she has these pieces in different colors, and her dress has these little pom-poms on the bottom of it. And here the same for her shoes. She has little pom-poms on top of her feet. And here is the puppet or the marionette that I recently made. So now that I have 2, I think I'm going to have to complete the set. What do you guys think? So let me know down below in the comment section what you think of my custom, and also which other characters I should turn the other ponies into. And if you have not yet subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Hi everyone, welcome to Evie's Toy House. Today we're making a brand new custom. We're going to dress up Pinkie Pie here as Circus Baby from Friday Night at Freddy's. I recently made a few other customs using Twilight Sparkle and also Rarity. Have you seen them? If you have, comment below, I saw them. Before we start, if you're new to this channel and like my custom ponies, please subscribe and click the bell button so you'll be notified when I post new videos. Alright, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is take off her hair. So I'm going to use a pair of scissors and we're going to cut off her mane and her tail. And of course we're going to remove the tail too. There it goes. Oh, poor Pinkie Pie. So for this custom, we're going to leave this little stubble here. We're not going to take off the head to remove it because we're going to use air dry clay and cover up this section to make the new hair. Alright, so let's go ahead and build the hair. The first thing we're going to do is cover the scalp with a piece of clay. And this will be the base of the hair. And this way we'll also cover up all the little stubble hair up here. Using an X-Acto knife, I'm going to trim the back and the sides. Now with a wavy cutter, I'm going to trim her bangs so that it's a little bit wavy. And we're also going to score a bit of the clay right down the middle. For the pigtails, I'm cutting a log of clay in half. Then taking each piece, I'm going to shape them into individual pigtails. So here are the two pigtails. I'm going to wait for them to dry, and once they're dry, you're going to stick them on the back of the head like this. For the tail, we're going to take another log of clay and we're going to start shaping it into a tail. For our skirt, I've rolled out a flat piece of clay, and here is a little pattern I made from a piece of paper towel, and now we're going to cut it. So on the skirt side, what we're going to do is use this little wavy cutter, and we're just going to trim it to the shape that we want. Now we're going to place it on Pinkie Pie's back and let it dry. Next, using a smaller strip, we're going to add sleeves. You're going to wrap it around her front legs. And with a rectangular piece, we're going to finish her shirt in the front. I'm not going to wrap it all the way around because there isn't enough space. Now we can paint. We're going to paint everything red, starting with her skirt, now her shirt, the hair on her head, and her tail. Next, we're going to paint her pigtails. With the pigtails, we're also going to draw two black lines around the hair, one near the tip and one near the bottom. Then we're going to finish it with blue for the hair tie on the bottom. Back to the body, we're using black to draw a line down her forehead. And we're going to extend this line up her hair and around the back. We're going to draw a few more lines on her face, between and around the eyes. These lines will give her that animatronic look. We're also going to draw lines on her legs. Using red, I'm going to give her a round red nose. And we're also going to draw in a red smile. And red dots on each of her cheeks. And finally, we'll draw a few gray rectangles on her legs. Alright everyone, so we are done. What do you think? So you can definitely still see that this is Pinkie Pie because I left her pink and didn't paint her white. And she still has her blue eyes instead of green. But otherwise her outfit is from Circus Baby. She has red hair with the pigtails, a red shirt, and also a red skirt. And I also draw a few lines to make her look like a robot. So let me know down below in the comment section what you think of my Pinkie Pie Circus Baby. And if you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Hi everyone, welcome to Evie's Toy House. Today we're making a brand new Friday Night at Freddy's custom. Many of you requested for a Funtime Foxy using Rainbow Dash, so that's what we're doing today. I've also made a few other Friday Nights at Freddy's customs, including Ballora, Circus Baby, and Marionette. Have you seen them? Make sure to check them out if you haven't. I have the links below in the description. For this custom, we'll be using Rainbow Dash. The reason why I picked her is because her hair is tied in a low ponytail. Instead of creating a tail, we will paint her ponytail. We will also swap out her body for Fluttershy's. Fluttershy here is wearing a bodysuit and has no shoes, so I think her body will be better suited for Foxy. Alright, let's get started. For Rainbow Dash's head, we're going to keep the bangs up here, but we're going to trim off some of the hair here on the side. So I'm going to use my X-Acto knife and carefully cut it off. If you're doing this at home, make sure to get your parents to help you because these can be very, very sharp. I've gone ahead and removed a bit more hair up here on the top. Now we're ready to paint. We're going to paint the entire head an off-white color. We're going to repaint the eyes pink. Add the whites of the eyes back in. Then we're going to outline the white with a ring of black. For the irises, we're going to paint it orange. And we're also going to add small black pupils. Using the same dotting tool, we're going to add 3 dots to each cheek. Then we're going to draw some lines on her face. This is for the different pieces that make up the head. Using a dark pink color, we're going to color the tips of her hair. We're going to do this on the ends of her bangs and also the bottom of her ponytail. We're also going to paint the insides of her ear. And we're going to paint her lips red. The insides of her mouth is going to be black. For that 3D effect, we're going to add small half circles made of clay to each cheek. And a pink eyebrow also made of clay. Now for the body, we're going to start by painting the entire body off-white. Then we'll paint the middle portion of her torso dark pink. We're also going to paint a few other sections pink. We're going to add the pink band under her knees. Paint a rectangle on the back of her hands and also her fingertips. And we'll paint a section on her feet and the tops of her toes. Using gray, we're going to do something similar. We're going to paint various sections of her body with gray. And now on her legs, we're going to add 3 black dots. For our final touch, we're going to make a red bow out of clay. Alright everyone, so we are done. Take a look. Oh my gosh. I think she looks a little bit scary and she looks nothing like Rainbow Dash at all. So here she is up close. As you can see, we got these big old scary orange eyes. Look at the lines down her face, and we also have these pink cheeks over here made in clay. So we kept her hair, but we did paint the pink sections on the tips. So that turned out pretty well. And here's her body. So she's wearing her pink bow, and her body's mostly gray and pink. And here are the toes. So we did paint the little tops pink, and I think these work out really well because we use these swimsuit ones so that we can see the toes on these ponies. And over here too, on her hands, we also painted her nails. So I think she turned out really cool looking. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think of my custom. And if you guys like this video, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!